We fight to protect the people that we love.
Crisis on Earth X. Crossover event starts Monday, November 27th.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on The Flash Season 4 crossover, Arrow Season 6 crossover, Supergirl Season 3 crossover, Legends of Tomorrow Season 3 crossover. So the crossover starts on the 27th of November and then concludes on the 28th with the other two shows. So this video is going to contain major spoilers, potentially ruining what's going to happen. So we already know the premise of this crossover is Barry and Iris West Allen have a wedding. It gets interrupted by characters from Earth X and then all anarchy breaks out. So we already know, spoiler alert, there's going to be two weddings, one of them being West Allen and the other one sadly being Felciity. So there's rumors going around that we're having one death and everyone seems to think it's going to be Martin Stein because Victor, who plays Martin Stein, has publicly come out and said that he is leaving the show. And originally I thought, yes, it's going to be him, we're going to kill him off. But if you've kept up to date with Legends Tomorrow, Jefferson and Ray Palmer are working on a solution to make it so that Jefferson can be Firestorm without Stein being killed by not being Firestorm. So are they really going to go to all that trouble to then just kill him off in the crossover? I'm not really convinced about that. And then recently we had the kind of confirmation that Captain Cold is coming back and he's going to be playing Citizen Cold, which is basically the hero of Central City in the Flashpoint timeline, because in that timeline Barry Allen wasn't around and Captain Cold was Citizen Cold was deemed as good. He had a statue in Central City and all that good stuff, and he's recently come out and said that he's left the Arrowverse. So does that mean they've killed Captain Cold off, or Citizen Cold, whatever you want to call him, for the 5th time? Because he's being killed off and keeps coming back and coming back. The problem with these shows are they can kill people off and then they can come back, because beforehand, obviously with Sarah Lance, we had the Lazarus Pit, and Thea obviously from Arrow using the Lazarus Pit, and now we have multiverse, so they can just use the multiverse. They can go back in time with the Wave Rider, or Barry Allen can run back in time. So even if someone gets killed off, like everyone thinks Damien Dark died in Arrow Season 5 finale, but the writers basically said to him, if he wants to come back, he can come back. The only reason he's not going to be a season regular, although he will be appearing on Legends, is because he's busy doing something in England with BBC. And also the other possible candidate of who could be killed off is a very shocking one. So recently an image has come online about Felicity Smoak. There is a tombstone that says loving daughter Felicity Smoak, and then it says the years, which a lot of people think that it's just going to be Felicity Smoak from Earth X dies, and this makes Oliver from Earth X turn into some evil crazy Nazi who wants to take everyone out. That is a logical reason, but why would they go to the trouble of killing off Arrow's beloved Felicity Smoak, who I don't know why is everyone's favourite character, after they killed her off in Legends of Tomorrow? Are they really going to kill a different version of her off during the crossover? I mean, it could happen. I mean, guys, what do you think? Do you think they really would kill Felicity Smoak off? I can't actually make my mind up about who they are going to kill off, because it's just very kind of hard to work out. I mean, Stein is still the favourite option, but the fact that Citizen Cold said he's going to be the last, it's his last time. But how many times has Captain Cold gone and come back? Obviously Wentworth Miller, they all said the same thing about Prison Break, and then it came back. But then in a recent interview, it says that Felicity Smoak plays a big part in this season's crossover with Emily Bent Rickards, keeping her cards close to her chest. I think what happened with Barry and Iris' wedding is why we had to get the 4 shows together. What's the best way to do that? A celebration. What's the best way to ruin a celebration? I think that's the best way to have this theatre of tragedy and for people to see it. And then Oliver Queen, obviously Stephen Amell, went on to say that he's going to have the biggest film time on the crossover, which is very interesting. So will they kill off Professor Stein? I'm not sure. Will they kill off Citizen Cold? I'm not sure. Will they kill off a version of Felicity Smoak? I've tried to reach out, but I can't find out who the original person was that uploaded this image, but I'm going to presume it's fake. But seeing as everyone wants to know if it's real or not, I'm going to presume that maybe Earth X Felicity dies, or maybe Earth 1 Felicity dies. It's really interesting, but I really don't think they'd kill off Felicity Smoak from Arrow. And obviously she's been seen filming post episode 8 of the crossover, so that means she didn't die. Or are they just, or has someone just thrown this picture out there to kind of throw a spanner into works to try to make people that Felicity's going to be killed off? I mean, it's similar to like when Laurel Lance got killed off in Arrow season 4, that they basically revealed it in behind the scenes pictures by putting the tombstone up, and then it turned out to be her. But honestly, I don't think Felicity Smoak will be going, because it's just too obvious that they're not going to kill one of the OTAs. Mark Guggenheim's word, it doesn't mean much, to be honest, because he said they would never kill off Laura Lance, and then he did. The OTA, obviously John Diggle, Oliver Queen and Felicity are basically safe until the show's over. I mean, I think if they were going to kill Felicity off, it would have made more sense to do it during the explosion rather than Earth X crossover. But I can't understand, other than her being Stephen and Oliver Queen's girlfriend, what impact she's going to have on the Earth X crossover, because she's tech support. They're not really going to need technology. I mean, I can understand with Cisco Vibe, he's a superhero, he's got powers, he can breach in and out of places. If they do go to Earth X, he's most likely going to be the person to breach him into Earth X, but I can't see them breach into Earth X due to kind of how expensive it would be to build a new set. Anyway guys, let me know in the comment box down below, who do you think is going to die during the crossover? Do you think it's going to be Earth X Felicity? Do you think it's going to be Earth 1 Felicity? Do you think it's going to be Citizen Cold? I'm not sure, I can't make my mind up. It's going to be one of them. It most likely will be Stein, to be honest, but if they're looking at a way to kind of make Firestorm just one person, then it would make sense. And we know people like Ronnie Raymond will be, and obviously Tommy Merlin is coming back. He was seen there, so there's multiple characters coming back from the past, but there's no point bringing them back for them to die again, because that would just be irrelevant. But I think 2 weddings and a death is a pretty cool catch. It's a pretty cool like preemptive of to make you watch it. But I really hope it's not Stein, because everyone said that. I don't know why they made it public knowledge that he was going to go to Broadway to do theatre at Broadway before the kind of episode aired, because it's kind of like they ruined it. So maybe they're just throwing this Felicity Smoak tombstone out there to kind of throw you off the case, because usually when things happen on these CW shows, it's so obvious. Obviously, like the Prometheus reveal, obvious. Saboteur reveal, obvious. Even the Vigilante reveal, obvious. I mean, I wish they would make these things harder, or just film these things inside a studio, or just film multiple deaths so no one can actually figure out which one it is. Anyway guys, smash that like and please like, subscribe and comment if you want to. That would be awesome, and I will catch you guys in another video very soon. Comments down below what you think. I mean, just don't hate on the video guys, because I'm not saying Felicity's going to die. I'm just putting it out there because I like to report news and stuff, and I gave the spoiler warning at the start so no one can bitch about me doing that. Anyway guys, hit that notification button and I will catch you soon. Catch you later.